Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our shenanigans.
Woo!
John's back and he's already hating it. Look at that face.
As you can see, we are welcoming Jonathan back today. He is returning to play Halberd. We are very glad he is safely back with us.
Yeah,
We missed him.
We did.
We
Brenda was a
did.
delight to have with us, but it is good to have Halberd back. Other announcements. We are continuing to support Take This, our charity of choice. They're a mental health nonprofit, all about decreasing the stigma and increasing support for mental health in the gaming community and industry. So go ahead, check them out. We will have a link in the doobly-doo. And as more information about how this is actually going to look becomes available, we will pass that on for y'all.
Feeling like down here somewhere.
In the down below.
In the down below.
In the
Yeah.
doobly-doo.
Yeah, the diddly-doo.
Yep. Other news, we are also partnering with Dinner and a Game, sort of co-supporting each other. It's been really awesome to get to know these folks. They're an awesome group of Texas-based streamers. Cool people, awesome channel. They're going through the Curse of Strahd and an Eberron campaign and a Firefly campaign that I get to be a cast member in. So you should definitely check them out.
It's
They're
intense,
awesome.
y'all.
Oh
camping.
my gosh. Yes. So much yes. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how we're all going to make it through it alive. I'm convinced we're not all going to make it out alive. I just don't know how.
Nobody makes it out alive.
Somebody will. I hope. I'm kind of the pilot of the ship, so if I will either be the only one to die because we don't have a shepherd, or I'll die and that means everybody will die. So
I mean, that's fair.
it'll it's crazy. So yes, definitely check them out. Very much appreciate it. They have a couple of contests going on to get some really cool 3D printed minis and books and awesomeness, and check them out. Garrett, you had something also streaming announcement wise that you wanted to talk about.
Do, which is terrifying. So I'm gonna start. Hold on, let me get to the punchline first. So I have for a long time had a YouTube channel that I've done literally nothing with, so I'm gonna actually start using it. The content on there is gonna be a mix of all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna do cosplay related stuff. I'm gonna do model building. I'm gonna do toy reviews for the random times I buy toys and things because I'm an overgrown child. So, and sometimes bloggy, vloggy, just like, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? It's mostly gonna be me trying to just share and throw some positivity at you because, you know, be nice to each other. And my first video, I'm not going to show you what it is, but you hear that? It's a popular building toy. Yeah. So here's the YouTube channel. That's a drawing of a bird. Hold on. Wait. There it is. It is The Night Shift Night on YouTube, if you can find it. I tried looking myself up and didn't get much results, but that is the YouTube channel, Night Shift Night. I'm probably gonna do like a first episode bloggy thing explaining that name and talking about stuff. So yeah, by the time this stream goes up, I should maybe possibly have content. We'll see. don't expect it. Yeah, don't expect anything.
Link to Garrett's YouTube channel in the doobly-doo also, so definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Do we have any other announcements? Anything else going on?
Yeah. Jordan's gonna die.
Yeah, Quaesitor's totally dead.
Quaesitor's a beholder lunch snack.
That's not an announcement. That's a sadness.
That's a prophecy?
It's my backup characters did not have counter spells, so if you ever want it, you got to save him.
We've gotten this far without it, so.
Yeah, we haven't
And
had
it's all falling apart.
I mean, all right. if that is it, shall we go ahead and jump into the recap and the session for today?
Begin.
Awesome. Okay, so the 11th hour has gone on search for the third of 4 journals that Val Val lost on the homeworld here of Ciliax, Denagon, as it is called.
Yeah, that's right.
You've collected 2 of them successfully. You had located the third, and you're pretty sure it's in the lair of the Underlord. So you have made your way there. You tried to get there via teleportation, had a little bit of a mishap that sent y'all off into the desert. You have since gone through the tomb of the hero Zelisar. You have gotten some nifty loot, and you are you have had Rissa, who's a keeper from the Sanctum, and one of your good allies, teleport you successfully this time to the Beholder's lair just outside that cave system. You took a little bit of distance away to rest overnight and try and do some cunning, sneaky magic the next morning. See if you couldn't make your way into the lair a little bit easier for yourself. Overnight, some of the less stealthy members of the group managed to attract the attention of a very large avian creature that seems to make this area of the Highlands its home.
Look, listen, not my fault. I wasn't even moving. I was in a bubble. All right?
Metal clothes are loud, bruh.
That's what you get for trying to sleep in armor? I mean, so overnight, with some assistance from Val, you managed to get enough distance from this large bird for it to lose your exact location. And you prepared the next morning to try to summon the Underlord with an arcane contract. When you attempted to activate the contract, Quaesitor was overwhelmed by the magic. It reversed flow, and rather than being able to resist Quaesitor, from the rest of the group's perspective, it appeared as though Quaesitor disappeared in a flash of bright light. And funny thing, birds are typically very visually motivated creatures. So this flash of bright light.
1 second.
Yes?
Our internet went poop.
Oh no!
Has it all been?
We will be patient with technical difficulties.
It just said internet is unstable. Aren't we all? All right.
This is the point where we need like technical difficulty music to play.
Right.
I know.
The color bar thing that pop up.
All right. Yeah, we're good.
All right, are we good? All right, so we'll go ahead and jump back to the recap then.
Yep, you're good.
Quaesitor has just been taken into the Beholder's lair by a reversal of the arcane energy from the contract. The massive bird has just been summoned by the flash of bright light. The group managed to give it enough of a beatdown that decided y'all were not the type of easy breakfast, lunch, dinner, meal thing it was hoping for. So it flew off, carrying Doran, who had been holding on to the grappling hook attached to it. So Doran eventually reacted enough to let go, falling from a great height. But making his way back to the rest of the group, brushing off some of the fall damage there, and you regather to figure out your next steps. We'll go ahead and jump in pretty much right at that point. What are y'all doing?
Whoa.
Point of order. Celiac said he healed me, so
All right.
I'm at
Go
full.
ahead.
Just wanted to point that out before we move on.
Well, that wasn't what we were hoping for.
No, we need to quickly.
First things first. I think we need to find him. So
Yes.
give me just a moment.
Do that.
I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna pull out my shiny scimitar thingy, And I'm
Yes.
going to try to attempt to scry on him.
Okay. So you take the mirrored 6 inches or so of your blade, which is your scrying focus, and you try to activate the magic and peer through the mists to try and locate your friend. Quaesitor, it's a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Quaesitor, go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Question.
Yes.
Since I am friendly to the beholder, but not at odds with my friends, is this something that I could choose to fail, or is it something that happens automatically?
I don't believe, right at this point, you don't know it's coming. Let me look at the spell itself.
This will be fun. It's the anticipation of the rules check. That's the exciting part. This is like where we need a golf announcer situation. Just like,
Yeah. Ooh.
come in. Let's watch.
See, you can, if you know that he's casting the spell, you can fail it voluntarily. As Val is casting the spell, Quaesitor, go ahead and make me an Arcana check. We'll see how sensitive you are to the magical energies around you.
Not good. My tablet is booting up, but I rolled a nat 3, so I'm pretty sure it's either a 7 or 8.
Okay. So, no, this is not something you're aware of. You're distracted a little bit from your current location. So go ahead and roll the wisdom saving throw.
I'm picking the dice that I put away because I was rolling terribly with it.
Are you wearing your necklace?
Oh my gosh. No, I should have put on the necklace. Freak! It's a natural 18.
Okay.
So 21 total.
21 total. I do believe that beats Val's DC. Spell save DC. So Val, as you are attempting
actually, hold on. That is a good point. Sorry.
With the necklace, nat 5.
If I am familiar with the target, if I know them well, that's a -5 to their saving throw.
So that takes it to 16. What is your DC?
That would be a 17.
Hey!
Okay. All right, the time frame of this. So Quaesitor disappeared. A short time later, the rock landed. You spent some time in the cave arguing with Rissa to try and figure out what y'all were doing with that. You fought the rock. We'll say 15 to 20 minutes have passed. We'll say closer to 20 minutes have passed. 30 minutes because it takes 10 minutes to cast the spell. Do I remember that right?
Yes.
So half hour. So Val, at this point, you are feeling your way through the mists, and it's focusing on Quaesitor and trying to make that connection, and it is not happening at first. But then you get a sensation. There's a cold, luminescent glow that spreads through your mind. You get an image of a full moon, just a flash of light that shines through the mists and parts them. It seems this mystery, this arcane knowledge, is something that your deity is able to help you reveal. Something about this has garnered you her favor. And as this moonlight shines through this mist, your vision clarifies. You are sent with a brief flash to Quaesitor's location. You can see and you can hear. He is in a small cave-like area. It is dark, dimly lit, for the vast majority of this space. But there are torches, sconces. You can see Quaesitor has been led to a work area. There is a desk. There is paper and ink set out, prepared for him. He seems to be writing something, scribbling something. Notes of some kind. It's hard to make out the detail. It looks like song lyrics, maybe. A poem, epic history, something. Something. He's just sitting there, scribbling away furiously. You can hear other voices around him, talking, laughing. The sound of scritchings, some carving sound, almost like what you've heard with a whittling or wood carving. There's a clink clink of what sounds like a small hammer striking something metal. There's an undercurrent, a low hum of quiet voices, but not close enough for you to perceive what's actually happening with the basis of the spell. The 10 minutes pass. Quaesitor seems very engrossed in his work. Like this is something he's excited to pursue. He's very focused on it. And then you're withdrawn from this image. There's another brief flash of moonlight, and you are back in your body.
You're on the moon.
Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is he's still alive.
Good.
The bad news,
One of Santa's elves.
he's in a cave somewhere.
Well, we
Now,
happen to know where a cave is.
Well, and considering what we were trying to accomplish, I think we can reasonably infer that the spell backfired and he has
We went
Some-
to him instead of him coming to us.
exactly and somehow is still alive. Not entirely sure how that worked.
Well, he can be charming at times.
I mean, that's fair, but
Perhaps he charms the beholder.
why is it every bot I know tries to seduce every creature it comes in contact
There's a
with?
difference between charming and seducing.
Is there though?
Thank you.
We need to sit down and talk sometime, son. Thank you.
Well,
Did he look well? Was he all right? Was he injured?
he's not a. Did he look injured?
Not from what you saw. He looked, appearance-wise, very similar to how you had last seen him casting the spell. You saw no visible wounds on him.
Could you get,
What the narrator said.
could you get a read into his did his face say, was he distraught? Was he upset? Was he happy?
It was hard to tell. It seemed more like he was engrossed with whatever it was he was writing. I'm not entirely sure what it was. Knowing him, it could be anything. Could be a song, could be a poem, it could be a spell, who knows?
You know, I did hear of this artificer once. His name was Flony Mark, and apparently he was at one point trapped in a cave, but was able to get himself out through the creating of some great golem that he could ride inside.
Arcane armor.
Perhaps Quaesitor is doing something like that. You know, giving him that focused
I
mentality.
did
If my
not
mind
get the
gets-
joke for a minute, and then all of a
If my mind gets free, that's the new plan.
You need blacksmith training.
You heard hammers. I'm sure there's somebody here.
So we have an option that he-
The mighty blacksmith
I
Vincent
think that would be a reasonable inference.
Vincent.
He seems safe at the moment.
At least at the moment, he wasn't acting like he was in danger.
We should not throw caution to the wind and attempt to rescue him, but we should head that way. We have about an hour's walk ahead of us, and we should definitely, I believe at this point, he should be, we're going to find him.
Yeah.
Let's start
Back up, we're going.
taking inventory.
Yeah. Let's go save our friend.
Heading
Let's go save a
The
person.
hour walk back to the entrance of the cave we're hoping not to go into.
All right.
Here we go.
Y'all head strolling along, whistling apparently as you walk. Quaesitor,
Yes.
you had been led to this workspace, and you had found a desk prepared with papers and inks of several varieties for anything you might need, for brainstorming, for writing down. You remember the Underlord had wanted to be entertained, and you have all these ideas swirling around in your mind. You have to jot them down and see if you can't bring together something to please him, a gift that you can give. Of course, this is a marvelous opportunity for you. This is even better than being a court bard. This is prestigious and a once in a lifetime opportunity. You are very excited to work on this. You are led to a larger space. You see some individuals walking through and performing various tasks, and your attention is mostly caught by this small-ish sort of side cave where there are half a dozen workspaces prepared. You see there are about 5 other individuals as you're walking to this desk that are working on various projects. You get a glimpse enough to see there's a stone carver. There's someone who looks to be working with very fine jewels and metal. There's someone, it looks like there is a brief flash of light that catches your attention as someone has poured this coarse powder onto this piece of wood and ignited it, leaving these darkened scars in the wood itself. And it's something you've never seen before, but it's strangely beautiful. There's someone working over what looks to be bone or antler or maybe a large claw of some kind, carving details and designs into these pieces. And an easel is set up with a variety of paints. There's someone painting there and creating this beautiful, beautiful masterwork painting. And then you see your desk, and everything is prepared. There is a young half-orc girl standing to the side who just bows and says, "If you require anything, please let me know and I will fetch it for you." And then she steps aside and motions to the desk, and you sit down and you begin your work. Over the next hour or so, you are continuing this process, and we will get back to you here in just a little bit. But this is what you're doing.
Okay.
Not quite an hour. We'll say for the next 45 minutes or so. This is what you're caught up in. So, everybody else, over in the next hour.
A question about his state of mind. Is he choosing to do these things, or like, is he just out of? This is Wes, character question for Jordan's sake. Is this more like a choice because it'll make him happy, or is he like doing this out of his own free will type?
This is the Underlord has asked him for this.
Okay.
And he is pleased to serve the Underlord. This is something he is good at. This is something he knows he can do. This is right in his wheelhouse. So yes, this is something he can definitely accomplish and is excited to do.
I'm glad you found purpose in life, mate. You couldn't find your sister, at least you found this.
Hey, he's back, y'all.
Yeah. Who's taking the lead? I have a guess, but who's taking the lead?
Are we at the cave?
We'll see.
Or where are we?
You're walking right now. Who's leading the way?
Howard.
Halberd, make a survival check.
Oh boy. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Very nice. What is the total for that?
27.
27? Okay, good deal. So, You are very certain of the way back. You're essentially tracing the path that you took the night before, following in your footsteps, and as the time passes, you notice that there are a couple of trails that had deviated, lightly worn, that had deviated from this track. And a number of these trails start to join together as you get closer to the mouth of the cave. And one of these sets of tracks catches your eye. It is recently made, probably within the last 12 hours or so. You might have just missed it the night before. It's a set of boots, light, almost as though a lither figure, fully grown, fully adult, but lighter. You're guessing probably female. By the size and the weight of the tracks had come through here.
How excellent.
The tracks are, like I said, sometime within the last 12 hours, certainly not more than a day. You see them where they had been going in and where they are coming out.
Coming out. So, like, it's gone into the cave and come back.
Yes.
She is excellent.
So, question.
Be excellent.
Yes.
The tracks that I see going in are 12 hours old, or the ones coming out are 12 hours old?
There's not a whole lot of difference between the two sets. You're guessing somewhere there was some No, we'll say this. With your keen elven eyes and your tracking ability and your natural 20, we'll say that you can tell that the ones going in are probably a few hours older than the ones coming out. That there's probably a space of 4 to 6 hours between them.
Do you recognize the boots?
That was my next question. Do they look familiar?
The brand is in the footprint.
They look like tracks that would be left by a certain tiefling disguised as an elf that you might be familiar with.
Head to the cave, y'all. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm going to relay that information. I do believe our excellent friend might have already been here a few hours ago. I'm not entirely sure. It looks, I would guesstimate these coming out are about 12 hours, and I don't know how far away they might have gotten.
Well, that does make sense for the amount of time it takes to walk from White Brand to here. I mean, we've had a lot of teleporting adventures, but the time frame does track.
That's fair. Also, not really our concern at the moment, right? Lauren, about how big is this cave entrance?
The cave entrance itself is fairly narrow. It narrows down to 7 to 10 feet across and maybe twice that high at its highest point.
Well,
How would you want to take lead on this?
I'm just curious if she might be close or even have camp close by. Because if we got to go talk with someone and we're trying to track down Quaesitor, I am rather curious. It might be worth having another friend.
She did like Quaesitor. She might be willing to toss her own agenda to help him.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean,
But
I think it's worth our time.
how long do you think you could track her down in time?
Check the cave out and just look and see, and I'll take 45 minutes and just go see if I can see how far the tracks actually go. I don't know if you might have a means of communicating or not, but
Might not be worth wasting.
I agree it might not.
No, I would think not.
But
Let me.
sure, we'll give you another hour. Another hour won't.
Give us a moment to prepare.
Mm-hmm. So you have an hour to get gone and come back.
All right. I'm going to mount up on Nightbane to cover
Okay.
more ground and distance, and I'm going to head that direction and try to follow the tracks.
All right. Go ahead and make another survival check.
14.
14. Okay. So this first section here, following the footprints, does seem fairly easy to follow. Within about 10 minutes or so, you find a campsite where the ashes are cold. It looks like this had been where she had stayed overnight, perhaps, as she had prepared to enter the cave. You find hoof prints and a number of droppings and evidence that a horse had been here. And you're tracking and seeing, yeah, no, it looks like this is likely where she had camped, where she had ridden up here, rested before she'd entered the cave, and then entered and come back out and left from the same location. If you want to follow the hoof prints, they're still looking old.
Mm-hmm.
That she had probably headed out last night, and she's not significantly, like, she's not right in this immediate area.
So it looks like what you're telling me is she had her horse, dismounted, left the horse at the campsite, walked up to the cave, went in the cave, came back out, back to the horse, and then rode away.
Looks like.
Cool. I'm going to head on back to the crew then.
Okay.
Well, that was less than eventful.
Well, I mean, we're as prepared as we're going to be.
It's worth a shot.
Well,
Yeah.
what time is it right now during the day?
Late morning.
Good deal.
What?
Yeah. Did y'all have a chance to look at the cave, see anything out of the ordinary that might be less than pleasant to encounter?
I don't know.
Lauren, did we?
What?
Did we?
Did you?
What would we roll to find out, Lauren?
Make a perception check if you're just staying on the outside looking. Make an investigation check if you're getting up close and trying to find something. How are y'all wanting to handle this?
I'm gonna go ahead and do an investigation.
Val is getting close to the cave and
That-
going over
because-
it.
Val's not a big fan of waiting to go save Quaesitor.
I'm gonna go with him in case he needs help, because scary things.
Okay, so going for emotional support or going to help investigate and see what you can see?
I mean, I'm right
Kind
there.
of both,
I'm gonna
but
go do a perception check on the cave and see what I see.
All right. So
Don't
we'll start with the perception check from a little bit of a distance. That would be Celiax. Go. And then we'll get to the up close and personal investigating here in just a minute.
That was that.
okay.
No, nothing.
There's a cave.
There is a cave. You are a little bit distracted. You do find the marks that Halberd had left, the little runes set to the side.
Apparently I rolled a really terrible stealth check on that.
It does appear that these stones that the runes have been carved in have been disturbed at some point or another. That they may have been more hidden at one point, but have been shifted or turned or looked over since.
That's encouraging.
All right, investigating the cave in particular, Doran and Val, go ahead and make me investigation checks.
22.
That's doo-doo. That's a 12.
12. All right, so Doran is mostly focused on Val, trying to keep very aware of his mental state, where his head's at. Val,
My eyes are up here.
I wasn't looking anywhere else.
you're focused on the cave walls and the entrance itself. You're seeing the tracks. You've seen, well, there's a little bit of traffic coming in and out. Go ahead and you can see where the natural cave wall has shifted and undergone a transformation almost of some kind, where the walls smooth out into almost perfectly round walkway
Oh, that's not good.
heading down. There's about 10, 15, 20 feet of natural cave-worked stone. And then there's this shift into a very smooth, very round walkway headed down deep into the earth. As you start realizing this, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yay!
Thank you, Kalistar, for having advantage on wisdom saving throws. That is a natural 20
Nice.
for a total of 29.
Good deal, good deal. So yes, you feel the earth sort of closing in, a weight pressing down on you, and it is eerie. There's something tickling the edge of your mind, like this blanket presence pressing down on you that adds to the darkness here. But you shake it off. Your friends are here with you. You're going to find Quaesitor. You don't have time for this right now. A short time later, Halberd comes back.
I want to try something. Staying towards the entrance of the cave, about where the shift is. I'll say that.
Okay.
So going in far enough that everybody can see me and everything. See if I can kind of open telepathically and see what if anything pings.
Okay.
I have a feeling I'm going to regret this decision because you smiled like that.
I'm gonna be.
Like what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I need to wear when my DM smiles, it's already too late shirt.
I think your character needs to wear a tinfoil hat.
Right. Val,
Probably make.
describe to me the process of reaching out. How do you do this?
That's a very good question because Val doesn't have a whole lot of experience with this crap.
This is true. He hasn't
So,
been trained. So what's he doing?
He's going to go sit. He's going to basically just make myself super comfortable of able to focus. I'm going to wave at Doran and just kind of pull up at my collar, just be like, grab me if I do something stupid. And don't grab me yet. I haven't done this stupid yet. And then I'm going to basically focus on Tana and her abilities and kind of see if I can use that to reach out into the universe.
Okay.
My ready to action. I'm ready to drag him out of there if something goes cray-cray.
Okay. So Val, you reach out and to connect with Tana, and Doran, it's an eerie look. His eyes drain of all light and color and just start glowing black. Almost as though all light is absorbed, like black holes. He's almost giving the appearance in the dim light of gaping holes in his head where his eyes should be.
Would I recognize this from Cora doing crazy stuff?
Oh, Cora's eyes glowed bright green. Like, it was a very vivid green glow that Cora did. But I mean, it's a magical thing with the eyes. It might be related.
It looks like 2D from the Gorillas?
Sure. So Val, you reach out to Tana and you get this sense of a deep and abiding paranoia. This certainty that someone is watching you. That there's awareness and there is a presence, a malevolent presence that's going to do something. You don't know what it's watching you. What are you doing? Where are you looking? What's happening? Where's his head at? Where's Val's head at?
He's going to focus mostly on absorbing and seeing if he can, remembering all the stories that we heard about needing to, being able to get lost and the reality kind of warping thing where if you don't if you're not interesting, bad things are going to happen. He's almost going to try and homing beacon this thing.
Okay.
The source of this feeling.
Make a wisdom check for me.
I like these. All right, that is a modified 20.
A modified 20.
You just straight check, right?
Just straight check.
Okay, yeah.
It's hard to pinpoint a location. It seems to come from all around you. There's nothing in particular that's emanating this feeling. But you have a tickle on the back of your neck. You remember close to the entrance, there was a symbol carved into the wall, a circle with a line straight through it. A very rough, very rudimentary depiction of an eye. You turn, you look, you glance over at it. You blink, and it blinks back.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I can actually see that symbol from where I'm at then.
From where you're at, it's 10 feet or so, 15 feet or so away from you, right inside the entrance of the cave.
I don't see that happen, do I?
Nope.
That's just him with his crazy vision.
Yep.
Okay.
All
and
right.
it was lightning fast. It was very, very quick.
All right. Staring at the eye, I'm going to kind of focus on it and see if focusing hard on it will kind of help me GPS relay this thing.
So you
Kinda
focus
like
on it,
activate
you
spell
stare.
power.
Okay. You focus on it, you stare at it, you bring your will to bear. You're watching it. It stays open, it's watching you. You know it. They're absolutely certain there's something there. It is watching you. The stone itself is living. It is alive around you. It is aware of you. It does not like you here. What are you doing?
I have no idea if this is going to work or not. We're going to try. I'm stand up, walk towards the eyeball thing.
I'm going with him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put my hand kind of well, actually I'm gonna lower myself to where like I'm dead eye to eye with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna put my hand up and cast light.
Okay.
Over the eye.
Okay. So everybody, and Halbert is back at this point. Everybody sees Val super, like, hyper focused on this symbol, this carving on the rock. You see him bring his hand and cast light on it. There's a brief glow that seems to it lasts about a minute, right? Light, the cantrip lasts a minute? Hour? Okay, never mind then. So the rock itself, this sort of protruding area where the carving is, illuminates. It seems it is brightly lit. It is casting light, and on the outside it doesn't appear to be so bright, but it lasts and shines a little bit towards the inside also. And Val?
Do I get the feeling that it's basically what I was looking for was a flinch? Kind of
No.
like
You didn't see it move. You didn't feel anything shift or alter. The rock didn't move under your hand.
okay. But I still get the feeling of being watched.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's as you're out of your meditative state. You're out of your meditative state. You're more aware of what's happening around you, but there's this prickle on the back of your neck. Your hairs are standing on end. You're not sure how much of that is accurate and how much of that is just your nerves.
Fair enough. it's definitely seems to be aware of our presence in here.
Oh, I would imagine so.
So I got the sense that it was looking at us through the carving of this eye symbol, but then again, that could be just the nerves playing. That being said, though, if we want to make our way forward, no time like the present.
Question though, do we want to? What is our approach for this? Do we want to challenge it outright, call it out, aggravate, try to make a mistake in trying to get to us?
I feel like that would be
still our approach.
I feel like that would be a mistake to try to call it out in its own lair where it's the master of its territory. I think our best bet is to make ourselves as interesting as possible and then see if we can make our way to it through its own invitation.
Do we attack on sight or no?
I think first we need to locate Quaesitor.
True, but if we happen to come across it, are we talking or are we attacking?
Guess that would be determined by the manner in which we come across it. If we come across in a wide open space where we might be on even footing, then I would say attack is our best option. If we're more trapped where its abilities give it the more of an advantage than it already has, talking may be a better bet.
Are we all in agreement, though? At this point, we kill it.
At this point, I don't think we have much of a choice.
Okay. I have every intention of bringing this monster down.
I will agree with you on this one.
Very well. Well, Albert, do you want to run, Lid?
I'm gonna put my bang back in my charm
Okay.
before we get into the cave. Let me specify that.
Okay. Good deal.
And then,
Yeah, I'll take one.
Doran, you want to follow after him?
Yeah.
Val, you, and then me?
Do we want to light our way, possibly announcing our presence or not?
You have that hooded lantern that keeps light contained, yes?
Yes, I do still have
Use
that. Okay.
Because I can see in the dark now.
What's that like? That must be very handy.
Uh-huh.
Because I think I'm the only one who can't at this point.
I'm about to find out how useful it is.
You use that.
Already aware of us. Is it worth trying to be quiet and cautious?
It may be aware of us. We don't know what else lives in this cave. Maybe thinks lying in wait for us that you having the advantage on could be beneficial.
So far as I'm concerned, it knows we're on the way. There's no reason to think it doesn't know.
True.
I think we're more worried about the other things in this cave that don't know we're on our way.
I highly doubt that he is alone in this cavern.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go with the hooded lantern, and then if we need more light, the hooded lantern can provide it.
That being said, I do have one kind of a moral query. I know the Death Domain cleric having a moral query. Who'd have thought?
Irony.
The slaves,
Yes.
the ones who are under its, whether by choice, by charm, by I use slaves as a kind of overarching term. More those under its
Those under its control.
Control,
either servants or slaves.
How do we want to handle that?
The only servant that I'm concerned about is Quaesitor. I believe by taking down the Underlord, whatever holds or bonds he has over these people will be irrelevant at that point.
True. I guess my worry more is if we come across them and they attack, are we aiming to kill? Are we aiming to subdue?
subdue.
Yes.
Non-lethal, if at all possible. Granted, I realize sometimes accidents can happen, mistakes can be made, but
They force our hand. We can't afford to get killed now.
true. But I mean, you can instead of hitting them with the slashy bit, hit them with the bludgeon bit.
No,
and knock 'em out.
I'm agreed. I'm just saying, we can't afford to get ourselves killed. We can afford.
Right.
As long as we have,
I agree.
as long as we have the, we can end the fight quickly. I can keep even our enemies from dying outright.
You can stabilize them. Yes.
Yes. So they'll remain unconscious, but at least they won't bleed out.
We'll do what we can. At the end of the day, though,
If we get attacked, I'm all for doing our level-headed best to not drop someone where they stand. But by the same token, they attacked in my mission's Quaesitor first, and so if it comes down to it, oh mate, I'm willing to go ahead and
absolutely.
take the hit on that one. But we won't make that our primary concern at this point. I'm not going to go in trying to slice and dice everything I see
If we can avoid conflict with
unless it looks super
the-
appealing.
then we do.
That's super appealing.
We go for the non-lethal option as much as we can. But
Are you sure you want me up front then?
Actually, that was going to be my question: is putting Halbin and I both up front, with our higher perceptions and my ability to stabilize things. Having me up front versus in the back might be a better bet.
right,
Any objections?
keep the light dim.
No,
Dim light.
I'm
I'm gonna try to make a map.
Cool. I like this idea. Have our most intelligent player make the map.
give me some space up front.
Wait, character or player? Because
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
people lies about me.
Give me
All right, I won't.
space yourselves out a little bit.
I'm gonna.
15 feet.
I don't know if Doran could actually be doing this in game, but at least he's mental noting. Like I'm writing it down for Garrett, but he's also trying to remember stuff.
Doran takes keen mind.
Yeah.
Don't
Door-
put that in the universe.
I didn't hear what he said.
You take
That's
keen-
okay. You're good.
Anyway,
Nope. Moving on. So y'all head into the cave, Quaesitor. It has been
stealth in space.
almost an hour since you were brought into the cave system here with the Underlord, since you first appeared in front of him. Your discussion has, or I should say, it's been almost an hour since the end of your discussion with him. So you're writing. You're working on this. You're preparing this for the Underlord. Wait a second. The Underlord. Why are you doing this for him? That doesn't make sense. Where are your friends? You remember everything that's happened, everything that brought you here, but you have a shift in your mindset. You realize, wait a second. This is not right. You've heard of this. He was very charming. He was very charming. You were charmed by the Underlord to come and to entertain him. You're not dead. That's a plus. You look around, you see these 5 individuals working around you. Beyond that, in the main section of the cave itself, you hear more activity. A fairly large group of people going about their day-to-day business. You still have your pen, your quill in your hand, your paper in front of you. What are you doing? You're muted, Quaesitor.
Yeah.
This wore off after only an hour. I really thought you told me that because he was gonna call me back. So I've been frantically writing songs and poetry for.
Yeah,
As
buddy.
Quaesitor would be doing.
Yeah.
As Quaesitor would be
Man.
doing.
I thought you was gonna be like, he calls you back. What are you doing? And I was gonna be like, I'm ready. Not very ready, but
Method
I hope
actor.
down all of his work.
I was going with quantity over quality, hoping something he'd like something. Anyway, wow, I have to like totally reorient my thought process. I was like all down the performance.
Yeah,
track.
that tracks.
That is
It
exactly.
makes sense because, like,
Yeah.
you went drone mode. Now you got a brain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna pocket all my songs and stuff because I'll keep those for later. Yeah, I am very disoriented, and I am. You said there were 4 or 5 other individuals working on things.
5 other individuals working around you. In fact, as you sort of start looking around them, coming out of this creative haze, one of them, this gnome, who's working over on the. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. Yes, the gnome man who was working over on the jewels with the little loop, getting the fine details, getting everything set into this beautiful, beautiful necklace that he is creating. He looks at me and says, "Ah, you're awake now. How did you come to be here? What's your story?"
So these people.
Yeah. Can I ask a counter question? What do you mean awake?
Sometimes folks come in this creative haze. They, especially those of us of some particular skill that is valued here, we come and we well, it takes 45 minutes to an hour or so where we're just lost in creating. We're focused on our art. It happens from time to time after you visit the Underlord. Don't stress. Nothing comes to harm. You're just focused, perhaps.
Certainly. If all of you came in under these conditions, have you chosen to remain here, or have you not the choice?
Oh no, we are well rewarded for our work here. And I mean, it helps that if you don't, you go to the garden.
That sounds like a nice place, except for the way you said it.
I'm sure it's very nice from a point of view, very statuesque, shall we call it?
Understood. So what is it? Well, might I ask your name?
Certainly. Call me Roderick.
Roderick.
And
Roderick.
you are?
I am Quaesitor. It seems that you are a jeweler. Is that too limited of a term for your artistic capabilities?
No, it's fair to say.
Are you familiar with the individual Fiskin?
Fiskin? Yeah, he came back, a couple of years ago now, I think. I don't know, maybe not quite that long. It's time gets a little wobbly in this place. No, certainly. He was the last wordsmith that was here before Falaran.
Okay, yeah. Yes, he was a wordsmith, average. Who's Falaran? Is he here still?
No, he was the one who was here before you. That's his desk you're working at. He went to the garden.
Mm-hmm. How did Fiskin leave?
Oh, he took his pay. He created a masterwork and swore an oath to the Underlord that he would, well, never surpass it. Ever.
Interesting.
The final song of a renowned bard.
The final song. Final countdown. I believe it seems to stifle one's creative potential, but I do understand from the Underlord's perspective.
He's a collector more than anything else. If it's interesting or unique, it's entertaining, he wants it.
Certainly. Yes, that is.
He appreciates great beauty, and that is what we provide for him. He gestures to the others who, for the most part, have stopped work and are just sort of watching.
So, Roderick, it seems to stay here is to give up a lot. Are most of you coming from places or backgrounds where you didn't have a lot to give up in the way of family or other purpose, or do you find that much meaning in this work?
Oh, no, I mean, like I said, I'm well rewarded for my work here. The Underlord
Certainly.
gives me great coin and provides me all that I need to create, and I'm able to send out and provide for my family in far better ways than I could when I was actually with them.
But not see them.
No, but I mean, there's reasons. And my wife's a bit happier that I don't.
Fair enough. Are the others who stay here of a similar mindset?
You see, the half-orc woman who had been working with the bone and the antler and creating the scrimshaw, essentially, carving these beautiful whorls and details into it. Just, well, I can't speak for many others. I was born here. This is all the life I've known. My dad used to sit at this desk and taught me his craft. I came up through the ranks and I've taken it over. He's happy and retired now with the rest of my clan. I mean, this is our life, and the Underlord takes care of us.
So how do you have a family outside of here if you were born here?
Oh, no, you must have taken the short way. There's a wide array of possibility to live in here. And my family is, well, the caves are safer for us than the above in some ways.
Fascinating. So there's an entire clan of people within these caves.
Oh, several.
And all of a sort in one regard or another in service to the Underlord? Do they worship him, or is it more of a symbiotic relationship?
He provides for us.
Hmm.
We provide for him. He protects us in a number of ways, and we are pleased to serve him. It's not worship exactly. We know he's not a god, but he's powerful, and he cares for us, sort of. I don't think he quite understands that we're individual, but I was raised to take over my father's work. I do it well. I create beauty. Each one unique and different, and she gestures at her work, and you can see each of these pieces is exquisitely detailed. Masterwork carvings. The fine knives and the tools that she uses are well loved and well used. But I don't think he's ever actually realized I'm not my father, and that my father wasn't my grandmother before him. Time passes, but he's different than we are. He thinks differently, he has different ideas and different goals, and I don't know. Do you understand what I'm getting at, though?
I think so. Even individualism seems a great gift to give up, even for creative endeavors such as this.
No, I've got my own name, my own standing in the clan, my own masterwork. Someday soon, my man and I will be married and have a family of my own and be raising up the next generation to work here. It's a fine life. I wouldn't change it.
Well, if it suits you, then I am happy for you. It especially seems a shame to me to spend a lifetime pursuing these arts, to have your greatest work be seen only by a selfish cave dweller who...
He provides everything we could ever need. Who else can say that?
Seems provision is an important but small part of life.
You've never gone without it. It can
This is
be
true.
everything. I know the tales of my family, the hard times that brought us here, to beg his favor, to take us in, to protect us, and that we would serve him. The stories tell us our kind are killed for no reason other than being what we are.
What is she?
We're safe here.
What is she? What am I looking at?
Half-orc.
Half-orc. Oh, okay. Okay,
Quaesitor doesn't see race, he just sees a person.
that's right. Thank you, Doran.
There?
Ooh,
Yeah, oops.
Are you feeling all right?
It,
The waking can be a bit sudden, I know, but truly, do you need some water?
ED's off.
I think I'm okay. Just struggling to wrap my mind around this. It seems all he provides is survival, and then you give your creativity, the core of yourself, to him.
To protect my family, my clan. I'd give everything. Still,
It is understood.
it's been a bit. You sure you don't want something to drink? It's getting close to lunchtime here.
Is giving your master work to him the only way to leave and taking this oath? I assume.
It's the only way we've seen recently. And, well, there's always the garden.
Yes. It doesn't exactly seem a method of leaving.
Who'd want to leave, though? I mean, the outside world is dangerous.
Certainly, it
She has
needs
a point.
people who realize that to protect people from the dangers of it itself.
And that is what the Underlord does for us.
That is one method.
Well,
It
Come
is
on.
different knowing that your people are here. That you are not here alone serving him.
you're not wrong. Come on this way. I can't speak for you, but I'm starting to get hungry, and it is about that time. You see
dwarf.
how the gnome man has already left. There's a half-orc man, a dwarven woman, and a human man who go ahead and put down their tools from what they'd been creating, and they start preceding you out of this little cave area. The half-orc woman holds you back for just a moment. She says, I know you're new here, but be careful. The Underlord does care for us, and there are those of us who protect him in turn. Her sort of glance up towards the others. If you want to avoid the garden, you'll want to be careful what you say.
And we're
I understand, and I appreciate your forthrightness. I
You're
have no
new.
intent of...
You don't understand yet, but it's okay. You'll learn. You have a new home here if you want it.
Certainly. I have certainly no intent of causing any trouble. As you said, it is very new, and it is a struggle. I do have those that I love, that I was in pursuit of, that I would still very much like to be reunited with.
If
perhaps-
that is what you request as your payment for your work, ask the Underlord. He may be able to provide.
Oh.
Oh.
Quaesitor just got enticed.
You had my interest. Now you have his attention.
I was like, I'm just got to get out of here until she said that. Oh man.
Time frame, like,
I mean, he has priority number one, and if
but how
oh, wow.
earn a life debt, you know?
You and I both
to
sold ourselves
give my
to
greatest work to be reunited with my sister is a cost I would be willing to pay.
But that could be like 50
Right.
years from now.
Right. If I think I can do it faster without his help, then by all means. But I just have to think as Quaesitor. A little ping went off in the brain there. So, and I don't know where y'all are or anything.
Nope. You don't know what's happening. And actually,
The-
we're going to go ahead.
Remind me, on
Yes.
a failed scry attempt, does the individual know they were being scried on?
Well, good question. I don't recall off the top of my head.
We didn't fail.
Oh, you succeeded. That's right. We thought you failed, but then
I don't think so. I don't think you're aware of it. On a successful save, you're not affected, and you cannot. Val cannot use that. No, wait. He did fail. You did fail. He got
No,
to
we-
see you.
Yeah,
I failed.
He failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do.
which means I don't think I know.
No, it's an invisible sensor.
Yep. So if you had like an amulet of true seeing or something, or an
Sure.
amulet of see invisibility, yeah, but no, you don't know.
Okay. Then Quaesitor's thinking right now is keep my head down and buy them some time, and if they don't show up, now I have another option maybe.
All right.
I mean, if
Back
you
with
don't
the rest
show
of the
up.
group.
We died before we get to it.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. Y'all are heading down the tunnel. From the entrance to the cave, y'all are heading further in. What's the marching order?
Me, I'm about 15 feet ahead of Val, being very, very quiet and sticking to the shadows and the side walls.
Noisy boys are in the back.
Heyo.
Okay. Are y'all sneaking in, or are y'all just walking in?
Oh, I'm sneaky.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and have everybody roll sneaky checks then.
Yeah.
All right, since we're entering, how about I'll just use pass without trace for the last.
Heyo. What does that turn this
I
into?
appreciate that.
Add 10.
Okay, so just add 10,
So
but
you
still
still roll at disadvantage, but add 10.
I'm gonna use both of my metal dice.
Ooh.
From 15 to 25.
Okay.
Nice.
But then this one. So that's 18 for your boy.
That's with the plus 10.
Nice.
That's with the plus 10.
That's 21 for your boy.
Heyo.
Sneaky.
Roll the
Very
12 and
nice.
10.
Death Boy will see your 21 and raise you to 25.
And Halberd?
40.
Yes.
Count. What'd you roll, a 19?
17.
What was your
So-
total?
What?
What's
What
your
was
total?
40.
How?
I do one thing.
No, that sounds about right for Halberd.
I choose not to believe it though, just because.
So Halberd has disappeared himself out of the entirety of this world.
He rolled a 17, got a 40.
He stealthed himself into another campaign.
Can I play my character in your campaign?
I was going to show up.
Wow. Freaking
He
40.
stealthed himself 3 years from now.
That's like god level invisibility almost. Wow.
The scary thing is it's not even max for him.
I know.
We'll see how it goes.
Wow. Okay.
I so hope my rogue dude can do stuff like
Like, how?
I'm all right at stealth.
All right, he says.
Oh, you're dirty.
No, yeah, no.
Tracked.
No, it totally tracked. I was just sitting there going like,
I can do one thing well. So there's that.
Halberd is a sneaky son of a gun. All right.
I can identify with that though, only being good at one thing.
So y'all are heading down further into the tunnel. Halberd is moving quietly. Halberd has essentially disappeared from view. Like, Doran's moving quietly. Val is still vaguely aware of where he's at. Every so often catches a slight shift. Halberd's aware of Doran and Suliak's 21 passive perception, right? Yep.
I'm just sitting there
Suliak's...
like, Halberd disappears. I'm just sitting there like, like, right?
Wow.
That was a dark arcane gesture, by the way. In case anyone was wondering.
I am summoning the dead right now.
Okay, so y'all are moving further down the tunnel. Halberd's taking the lead. Okay.
Looking for traps and symbols and little eyeballs that apparently are spying on us.
Make a
Hope everyone else can hear.
perception check.
Oh.
13. Okay. So periodically you are finding the same repeated symbol carved into the walls. You are finding the roundness of the tunnel. You're headed down 45 feet from where the tunnel has shifted, and you find a brief hiccup in the stonework where there seems to be an area on the ground that is, it looks round, it looks right, but there's something about how the light plays over it. You don't quite, it hits you, it's not quite right.
Lauren, real quick, as we're passing these eyeball symbols, and how would I assume you're pointing them out?
I'll do
I can't see.
I don't know, like a tap or something like that.
Okay.
So you get general location.
Okay.
But just very quietly, you've got to be paying attention. If that's okay, Lauren.
Is that okay, DM?
If that would wreck stealth,
Yeah, a little bit.
then what I'll do is I'll just hold up and tap him the moment he gets close enough. Hand out, so he'll step into the hand, and then I'll move forward.
What you could do without breaking stealth is you could also put a chalk mark or something to visibly delineate.
So you take your hammer and you throw it at your friends and everything's fine.
Exactly how that works. So sorry everybody for the unanticipated break. We were dealing with a little bit of a power outage, but we are back now. We'll go ahead and jump right back in. So Halberd, I was saying that you, rather than breaking stealth, you could mark anything on the wall that you wanted to with chalk to so that you wouldn't have to break stealth specifically to let Val know that he wouldn't see you, but he could see what you did after you'd left it. So that's an option.
All right, so I'm going to go wherever I see the little chalk mark, and I'm going to pull out, I'm assuming we're seeing them on both sides of the walls, like right and left?
Right and left, up and down, all over. There are some that are up on the ceiling. There are some that are closer to the ground. It's
all right. The ones that I can actually reach without climbing and breaking stealth and all that, I'm actually going to take some of my charcoal. Oh no, wait, I have chalk too. Yeah. I'm going to basically I'm going to alternate between basically going over the eye with a symbol of the Moonweaver, and on other ones, especially where Halbert's gotten a little ahead of me, I'll just draw a little arch over the eye.
Okay. You are
gods.
That's
feeling flirtatious.
Like,
You what?
kind of like.
So you are feeling flirtatious.
You know what's better than having one god on your side? Having two.
Kissing
Yeah, keep playing that game.
I plan on it. Thank you for your
Talk about
permission.
me being a man-ho.
I'm a deity hoe.
I just realized that later.
All right. So
Yeah,
as y'all are going down,
we were talking about that earlier too.
Halberd, about 40, 45 feet from where the tunnel had shifted to this very round, very, very even, very distinct, smooth-walled shape. You catch something on the ground, something that's a little bit different, something slightly off color. The shape is consistent. It still looks like stone, but there's something that catches your eye about a section of the floor.
I'd like to take a look at that and possibly investigate it, see what stands out.
Okay. Go ahead and roll investigation. 17. There's a very slight lip, like very almost paper thin. It's stone. It still matches the construction of the tunnel, however it was built, but there's something uneven, something odd about the floor in front of you. You can tell there's a very slight covering almost of something. You're feeling the edge of it, and it covers the entire width of the floor ahead of you of this rounded circular tunnel.
How far does it go?
It up the walls, like it
I mean, how deep?
oh, farther than you can reach.
Is it like a powder substance? Is it?
No, it's a solid substance. It looks like stone. It feels like stone, but it is ever so slightly raised, almost like there's a thin veneer.
Do you need Doran to look it?
Yeah.
I do that.
I love how that's just become canon.
I'm gonna wait for him to get up.
It's gonna be on a T-shirt. I do that.
Doran Stonelicker. That's your last name now.
And motion the stone at the stone in front of us.
Mm-hmm. Doran, roll me a check with your stone sense.
Right. That's double proficiency with history. Right?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, history is going to include your proficiency, isn't it?
No, not with him. It's essentially roll
Is
plus
it not?
12. It's pretty
It's
much
plus
what
12.
Right. I'm
It's
just
double proficiency in intelligence.
Yeah.
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 Perfect.
It would be a 12. And so there's that. Well, that's a 19 plus stuff.
Ooh,
31.
What do I know about things?
Doran,
you
you touch the stone here, where there's that little bit of a lip, and when Halberd points it out, you can definitely feel what he's talking about.
Do I want to touch it though?
And as you're investigating, I mean, you are investigating it. This is part of the process. You could reach down, you can smell it, you can feel it with your fingers. There's if you really wanted to, you could lick it and see.
Lick it, it's canon.
Only if I have to. We'll see what we get out of this first, then we'll go further. I'm not the kid from that one.
You have seen this in your family's shop and in the mines when someone was bringing in a very good forgery, something that had been created from a different material and then transmuted through some arcane means to match a different substance. And it's a good one. It's a very good mix. This is a very good match, I should say. But this whatever is covering the floor here did not start out as stone, and you can feel it is very thin. It is whatever was put on this area, whatever was laid over this tunnel, is just a thin veneer of something that was transmuted into this stone, generally to give the appearance of the same sort of tunnel.
Paper thin, like you said, right?
Paper thin.
Gee, so I tell them this, and they know now.
Okay. Y'all know that this veneer was put in this place. This was started as some other material, was transmuted through some magical means to resemble the stone in this area. What are y'all doing?
As we're walking along the tunnel, now that it's, and I assume you said the entire tunnel or just the floor?
The floor and about because it's circular, right?
Right.
So the floor where you're at and coming a little ways up the sides, not in the entirety, but a little ways.
Dorn, if we chip part of this away, is there a chance that something bad would happen?
Doran, whatever this started as, it's stone now. What happens when you chip away at stone?
You get little stone.
You get little stones.
I don't know what's underneath it. We could. I start at a corner, see what it does.
My worry is if they're willing to use this much magical power to change the stonework in here, then it's probably to cover something.
Aye. Do we want to start digging a hole?
Well, you are a dwarf. Diggy dig.
Diggy diggy hole.
Mild fantasy racism aside, I'll get something out to diggy holes.
Right.
I don't know actually if I have anything that I can do that with. I don't have like a pick.
I'm gonna.
We have Russell Crowe, Bar.
It's like enchanted.
All right.
Won't break.
Right.
No.
We have.
It's a named weapon now. It's just automatically a chip.
Piece of paper.
It's a +1 crowbar.
Write down.
I can't.
It'll make a lot of noise. And we're trying to be quiet. Can we possibly just dispel what magic might be here?
Lauren, do I get the sense that there's a magical effect still in effect, or was just once used?
Make an Arcana check.
I was hoping you would say that.
Okay, Lauren, so what exactly are we looking? Is it just like a tunnel that continues in this transit?
Yeah, it looks like it continues past it.
But like
It's still been a straight tunnel, right?
Yeah. Angle slightly downwards.
It continues.
Well, but I mean, for my map,
right?
Yeah.
The tunnel looking forward, it's that transmuted stone texture, right?
Not the entirety of it, no. Just a section. It's hard to tell because it's so thin. It's such a minute transition. It's hard to tell exactly where it stops on the other side.
That's a 27.
27. You generally get the sense that it is probably not a continued magical effect, that it was an instantaneous effect, and it's rock. Whatever it was, it is rock now.
Then I will.
I feel like this is gonna be great when this turns out to just be some dumb red herring Lauren threw in to mess with us.
I know. That's the part of me that's like.
I know.
There's the other part of me that doesn't trust her.
I walk forward.
Okay. Soliex, make a dexterity saving throw.
I knew it.
As you walk forward, you manage a step and one more. As soon as your entire weight is on this thin veneer of stone, it cracks and shatters beneath you, revealing a deep pit.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
What was your dexterity save?
It's a 1 + 5, but it's a 1.
I know I
Soyix,
didn't.
you turn, and as you're falling, you're reaching out to try and grab the edge. You are unable to do so. Your fingers just slip. This rounded, another circular pit, tunnel essentially, drops straight down into a cavern. Go ahead and take
Rope.
7 bludgeoning damage from falling. You land prone on your back, and you hear a faint click, 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 click. Scurry, 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 click, click, click.
Oh, that can't.
Getting rope from bag.
Yeah.
I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
As
Bart.
out of the darkness, you see
Nasty
these
Bart.
spider shapes come towards Soyix.
Why?
They're out of their webbing.
No, Lauren,
I didn't
why?
say anything, but in my mind, I was like, I bet this is gonna like fall away if we step on it.
I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt. I was like, the minute we step on this thing, it's going to collapse.
And no, like I can't confirm that. No one has to believe me, but poopy butts. Also, I got a 5.
Lauren, which map do we need?
I need y'all to go, and it is just a very simple 30-foot circle. The way up is the only way out. And if y'all would go grab these spider minis, please.
Why?
Jay, you go make sure to grab the spider.
No,
No,
don't worry,
balls.
I got them over here.
All of you.
I have all the minis over here.
You guys are walking down this dark tunnel. Soyex just falls and screams. Everybody's like frantic. There's a spider coming. I'm just sitting somewhere with my new half-orc friend. Like, would you pass the ale, please? Thank you.
There's
Not
a
one.
20-foot circle.
Absolutely don't mind if I do.
Do they get
What was her name?
Well, here, yeah.
You.
I was focused on the conversation. I didn't write it down. It was started with an R, I think.
No, that
No,
was-
Roderick was the gnome. I don't think you asked her name.
Oh, I thought that was talking to the same person the whole time.
No. Roderick was the gnome. He was the jeweler.
He was the jeweler.
Yes.
I got you. Okay, so what was
The half-orc
other
woman that you
half-orc
were talking to, who was doing the scrimshaw with the bone and the antler.
What is that?
I never realized I switched people. Cool.
You're right.
What is a
I
scrimshaw?
was confused because first you said wife, then you said husband, and I was like, I'm very confused.
Sorry.
I don't want to mess up her. Okay, cool.
So Lauren, because
Yes.
I'm a dumb.
So-
What am scrimshaw? What was she
Scrimshaw
doing?
is these minute, elaborate carvings on usually historically on like whalebone or whale cartilage.
Okay.
It was a craft usually by seamen who would it's sort of like
Oh, yeah.
whittling. They would carve these images into it, and they're beautiful. But you
Seamen that
can
would work
use
on
bone or antler or a
whale
number of-
bones.
Because you said something about-
traditionally, she was
Would
not
that-
specifically working on whale-bone, but
Right.
in our world,
But you said
traditionally,
traditionally, right.
Yeah.
The seamen would work on the whale bone. Would that be a sperm whale?
as a matter of fact,
We're
I
adults.
hate you all.
I promise, audience, we're adult people.
I don't promise any
No,
such thing.
No.
We are giant children.
Why would you ruin my deception check?
We are giant children who have access to adult toys and money.
I rolled a 10 on
Phrasing.
that.
Phrasing, Jay.
Why would you say that?
Phrasing, Jay. Oh my gosh.
Jonathan, I don't know if it's you or if it's the lighting, but your face is a little pink now.
That's me, like, dying right now.
Dang it, you ruined my first YouTube video. Doggone it. You spoiled the idea.
Oh.
Alright. So Soyex has landed right in the middle of this 30-foot perfectly circular chamber.
Yeah, it's not perfectly circular anymore. We didn't have a 30-foot circle thing to trace, okay?
It is 30 feet, but it's more 30 of a weird oval.
So we will use our imaginations, and it is a circle. Boom. There we go. So you're right in the middle there, Soyex.
You said spiders. I freaked out. Brain stopped working.
How long does it take for us to hear that?
It's hard to count how many there are at the moment. You see at least half a dozen from where you are prone on your back, looking up around you at the walls.
So I was saying a thing about getting a rope ready. Does that does that
We'll see.
count
We'll
for
see how fast that goes with your initiative.
Okay.
That
Well,
can
not
be that can be your action on your turn.
How far down was
Okay.
the fall?
Yeah, how many seconds until the top?
20 feet.
Oh.
It wasn't. It's not a huge fall.
I was about to do math.
But you said 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say not that many.
Well, we got a lot of spiders over here, and so I was just throwing them out there.
We don't need that. Why do you have the big ones? Put the little
Oh,
ones
cool,
there.
man! Look at that big
No.
one.
These are giant spiders. They are exceptionally large. They're not the little itty bitty fellow. If
medium-sized spiders.
these are waist high, and some of them are perhaps a little bit higher as y'all are preparing to take this. With Solyex on his back, like he's not in a great position.
Lauren, for D&D size, they're medium creatures or large creatures?
I am looking at my
We got a bunch of mediums and 2 larges.
Well, it's
large. They are large.
We don't have that many large. We'll do it.
Yeah, the little medium ones will pretend are large. No, this does not mean we need more spider miniatures, Lauren.
That is not what I heard.
Jay, do you have issues with spiders? I'm just asking.
I can't imagine what would give you that idea.
Here, we have 3 medium and 3 large spiders. They're just all.
Oh, and you had to put the
Ooh.
phase on.
Yeah, it's the only large spider we have. So yeah, we have a phase spider.
Spiders that can turn invisible. That's just terrifying.
Don't turn invisible. They blink out to another plane and then come back. And say,
That's
"Hello!"
even worse.
All those legs are for hugs.
Exactly. They're so friendly. They're just gonna scoop you up and give you big hugs, Jay.
They like
The permanent
Permanently.
hug. Forever. I'm a terrible friend.
I don't want it.
You know what's fun? Throwing fake spiders at Jay.
No, it's not.
I'm going to.
I mean, the good news
All right.
is you're
Let's
not the one-
focus. Let's focus. Initiative.
5.
6.
Okay. Let's start at the top.
No.
20
5.
to
Excuse
15.
16.
24.
How the frack?
I rolled
Freaking
a.
time.
No, actually, the last 2 weeks you've gone first. Oh wait, you weren't here.
All right.
Yeah.
Doran and Quaesitor. Not Quaesitor, excuse me. Doran and Solyex. We'll get to Quaesitor here in a little bit.
My turn. I drink ale.
Hey.
Going got a 6, and I got a.
No, I misspoke. I got a 5.
Yay, 5s!
Who has higher dexterity?
I have a 1.
1.
Okay.
Boulder
Break a
Parchment.
tie. Boulder Parchment Shears. Go.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
I can't see you right now.
Okay. Boulder, apartment, shears. Good. Oh, those are the. Okay, do it again.
One more time.
Boulder,
1, 2.
apartment, shears.
Hold on. Let me switch the camera so I can see you.
Oh my god.
Almighty. Where are you?
Do either of you had odd dexterities?
All right, ready. I can see you now.
Okay, ready? Boulder, apartment, shears. Do it. Okay, paper. You go first.
Okay.
Give me parchment.
Eh.
Doran, then Solyex.
A lot of work.
That was way too much work.
That was. We could have flipped a coin or something.
One day we will be back where we can actually see each other again.
It'll be fabulous.
I was gonna
One
say
day.
that's a great idea.
I don't know what the box for the rest of it is though.
Right there.
All right. Top of the order. Val.
Looking down, can I see the spider?
From where you're at, no. You have a tunnel that is looking straight down onto Solyex. You can maybe hear a little bit, but you cannot see anything.
Okay, because I do have the lantern with me. I am still holding the lantern. So looking down over the edge, can I see it?
You can see Solyax, you cannot see the spiders.
How much of the floor crumbled away, by the way?
All right, I'm jumping. I hate this so much.
Then why'd you do it?
All right, make an acrobatics check.
Everything I have to be able to see.
Yeah, I know, but
Make a what check?
Acrobatics.
I have the light, so.
He has like to be something to me.
don't do it.
That's actually not bad. Natural 17 plus 4.
Not bad
21.
at all. 21. All right. The fall is a little disconcerting, but you do manage to keep your feet under you. You sort of brace yourself a little bit as you're going down. You spot your landing. You manage not to avoid landing on Solyax. Will even be nice if you do go ahead and land on your feet.
Woo!
You now see these spiders lining the walls and up above you.
Ah!
Oh, I don't like this. All right. Guiding bolt, or not guiding bolt. Sorry. Toll the Dead. Thank you. How far away are the spiders up above me?
It's a fairly low ceilinged room. It is 15, about 15 feet or so.
Okay.
I saw 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're still within the 60 feet. Cool. Are two of them within 5 feet of each other?
Yeah.
Rock on. I'm hitting two of them within 5 feet of each other with Toll the Dead, because
Okay.
Death Player can do that.
Okay. That is what save?
That would be a Wisdom save. Please, God, don't let these be wise spiders.
That's a 10. That is a natural 19.
Ah. Okay.
So one of them yes, one of them no.
Do they have a negative wisdom modifier?
All right. So that's
All right. So which ones were you targeting, Val?
the ones that since we kind of placed them in an even circle around us, so I assumed you were okay with us leaving them like that. So the ones above me that are side by side to each other.
Okay, so up on the roof, the ones that are sort of.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
And they just took 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Of the necrotics.
The necrotic?
The necrotics. The sound of a, I'm gonna say Dolores bell? Dolores? I don't know. Dolores bell!
That's a very southern sort of name there. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right.
And actually, I'm gonna move over close to Solyax because auras.
Okay. You know that being around him lends you strength and ability in combat. Halberd, what are you doing?
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
Can I see them?
It's so long.
Can I see any spiders from where I'm at?
No.
The light down there,
You got dark vision.
and I've got dark vision.
You have a tunnel, a fairly narrow tunnel. You can see where Solyax went. You can see how Val jumped down the hole after him. You're not seeing any spiders particularly at this moment.
Okay, so it's like a 5-foot, 10-foot tunnel going down wide that
Yeah.
into a 30-foot.
It's
Got
a
you.
Solyax size
Yep.
hole going down.
There's a Solyax-sized hole going down.
All cartoon-like and everything.
Oh yes, the perfect outline.
Like
I
some
don't quite understand why he jumped.
certain coyote or something.
I'm gonna pull out my rope. Is there anything to secure to in this area?
The dwarf.
Yo,
Doran. Yeah.
Didn't
That would be the dwarf. It is a clear, round tunnel at this point.
No bother. You mind holding this, Mike?
yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll I don't know what's down there. And he jumped down.
You definitely would have heard Val go, ah! So you know there's something down there.
Is that just because you jumped down?
Yeah, throw the rope down. Right
Yep,
over.
that's what I'm gonna
You
do.
would have heard the bell too.
I was
Yep, I'll throw the rope down and take my action and try to pull him up.
Okay. So your action is going to be pulling up on the rope when whenever somebody is heading up towards it.
Try to.
Okay. It is the spider's turn at this point. The three that are hanging on the roof that had sort of been hanging out on the webs up there are going to come up the tunnel through the hole that Celiax's body has made, and they're going to strike at the first thing they see up, which is going to be Halberd right at the edge of the tunnel.
How many of them?
3.
3 apparently.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I mean,
So
protection.
the first one that comes out is going to come out. It is going to start with swiping out with biting, and then it is going to sort of, as it emerges and gets itself braced a little bit, it is going to strike out with its legs. So first one, the bite at Halberd is 13 to hit, which misses. The legs is another 13, which is not going to do anything.
Oh no.
I know. So tragic for y'all. We're gonna use a different die. The second spider is going to emerge and attempt the same thing. Oh, that's much better. That's a 23 to hit. All right.
How much more AC could you use right now?
Say what?
A bit.
How much more AC could you use right now, my dude?
I'd need about like a 7.
I could give you 5.
Yeah, don't.
You could disadvantage it.
Yeah, but I have defensive runes, which would give him +5 to his AC.
Well, that's pretty dope.
I don't know how long that lasts, though.
Well, doesn't your protection fighter at least give him disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can at least do that.
Well,
So do you want to interpose your shield?
I will,
Okay.
because shields, and I like halberd not to be dead.
Okay, that takes it down to a 21 to hit.
that hits.
Okay. So that is the bite. That is going to do 12 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Good.
16.
16. That is a success. So you take 4 points of poison damage as the spider has bit you. It is going to swipe out with its legs. That is a natural 2. There is no way. It is going to continue to come on up and sort of skirt around and leave the room for the third one to come up out of that hole. Bite attack that's cocked. 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is another 12 points of piercing damage. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
At once.
All right, you take 9 points of poison damage. All right, and then last leg attack, which is an 11, which is not going to hit. I cannot. I mean, they're too busy climbing. They can't. So there are 3 of the spiders up in the tunnel with Doran and Halberd. For the ones that are down in with Celiax and Val. Yeah, they're gonna swarm over on Celiax, who is their first interloper and looks like the more vulnerable prey.
How many of these? These 3?
3. Yeah, the one that gets there first is going to attempt to swing out and spray you with its web. That is going to be a 22 to hit you.
Yep.
Okay. That is going to actually no. That is sorry. You're prone, so it has with trying to spray the webbing from range. That is disadvantage, which is still 22. Okay. Dang it.
Your other dice.
So Siliex, you are restrained.
Okay.
You are wrapped up and restrained within this webbing here.
Okay.
The other two are going to see you being restrained. They are going to scurry on over and make their attacks on you. First one is an 8. Second one is, oh, that's much better, a 24.
Okay, Lauren.
Wait.
Advantage.
You're restrained. Advantage.
Mhm.
I will get this eventually. So first one's a 24.
Okay, that hits.
Second one is a 21.
That hits.
So first one is the bite attack that does 12 points of piercing damage. Make a Constitution save, please.
Is it against poison?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Dwarven powers to activate.
Dwarven powers activate. A con save
Yes.
with a natural 20 for a 32.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You shrug it off without an
Dang.
issue. No
Oh,
problem.
the nose.
So you do take 4 points poison damage. Halved to 2 because you're resistant to poison, right?
Yep.
2 points of poison damage.
Jordan and I are built for these.
This
guys.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Built for these guys.
Okay, so that was the bite attack. First attack. The second attack is the leg attack. That was 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The second spider is going to make its bite and its leg attack on you. First one is going to be a 22 to hit. Make a 12 points of piercing damage. Make a con save, please.
Oh, ooh. Well, that's a 4 plus 12, so that's a
16. That is a success. 4 points of piercing damage, halved to 2.
Okay.
And
12 and 2 again.
12 and 2 again.
Okay.
With so many of these things, I'm taking average damage.
Okay.
It makes it go a little bit faster.
Okay.
Then y'all can get to skewering them and shooting them and burning them and whatever you're going to do with them.
Right. We'll see about that.
What?
We'll see about that.
And then with advantage on the leg attack on the second, that is a 9.
All right.
Just not gonna do crap. And that is the spider's turn. Doran, you're up next.
Hello. So cool. There's Spideys there in front of me that are in a lovely, lovely line.
They
If
shouldn't
I
all
move
be
forward-
in a line necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of because Dorn is right next to him, so.
But there's at least the two. Are they in a line?
Sure, we'll give you 2 in a line.
2 are always in a line.
If I move forward, will I stand on ground that'll crumble?
Quite possibly if you're stepping onto the veneer.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is that where the veneer is?
It the entire length of the or width of the tunnel from moving forward past where you were is, yes.
So I'm standing on the edge of glory.
Yes.
Yes, because you were investigating the edge of it also. So yes, you were right at the edge.
All right. Are they light enough that they didn't crumble the rest of it away?
Yep.
That's doo-doo.
Might think that they're adapted to live in this environment or something.
Yeah, I still don't like.
Come on now, DM. Don't put ridiculous.
Then, because I was so excited and happy and having a party in my heart that I was going to lightning 3 of these guys in one go. I will instead. What will I do? I mean, yes, that's the end goal of what's going to happen, but I want to know what other things I'm going to use. So I think I'll go ahead and I've marked that off. Did I use that? Yes, I did. No. Okay. I will go ahead and activate the storm rune so I can disadvantage stuff at will. And then I'm gonna... None of the spiders near us got hit, right?
Not yet. You're about to.
Not yet?
Well,
Then I'm gonna hit the one that's in front.
Okay.
I thought you might not have there anymore.
No, so yeah. Well, at least one of the spiders is looking kind of hurt. I did some damage.
You did something.
Well, would I even be able to tell that one of them got hit?
We'll say one of them is lagging a little behind and moving slightly slower than its compatriots.
If it's one of the two that I can currently reach, then I'm gonna hit that.
Sure, why not? We'll say it's the one that's right there.
Okay. And I'll hit
Yeah,
that.
balls.
So that's 26, because it's the roll plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So 26.
that
That's
hits.
so much easier to math in my poor little brain. So then, oh god, oh geez, oh dang. All right, so it would still be one-handed because I'm not letting go of that rope yet because I like certain people. Now I have to remember how to play games. Oh god, Monday. So lightning, and or that's all the things. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll use that. So, 10 slashing, 6 lightning.
10 slashing, 6 lightning.
Oh wait, I forgot. I get 2d6 now for lightning.
You do, yes.
I forgot this. So that's actually 9 lightning.
And you added +6 to that 10, right? Not just +5?
Plus 6 to the slashing.
Yeah, it should be D8 +6.
So that's 10. That should be 10 total because I rolled a 4.
Okay, just want to make sure you added your +1.
Dude, I don't know how to play games. I'm stressed.
Right.
I don't want my friends to die.
Okay. That's okay. As you take your axe, you cleave into this spider. You open up a wide gash in its thoracic area, and it's thorax. There we go. That's the word.
Spider
And
butt.
I was gonna say.
the lightning pops through it and just starts sparking off, sizzling, and you get this faint scent, almost of barbecue.
Ooh.
The
So I've
spider is
made
looking
sense.
quite rough.
Then I will finish the job and hit it again.
He did again.
Hit
And
it
what was that,
again.
Quaesitor?
Oh, you just said he hit the thoracic region. I said, can we call this pit Thoracic Park?
19 hits.
19 hits, yes.
Yay. And that's not bad. I have 11, we'll say bludgeoning, just cause, and then 8 lightning.
Good deal, good deal. You take your axe and you swing it back down into, like, trying to connect the dots almost from the other side, and you just whip straight through. That is one spider down.
Yay! Is it worth wasting? Is it worth using action surge to get another spider? No, well, yay or nay? Should I do it? Or should we
That's
keep
your
going?
call. What are you doing, Doran?
We'll keep going. Actually, I want to know where that spider is that veneer?
Yes, the one in front of you
All right.
is on the veneer.
Then I don't want to stand there. I want to
I want to move to the spider that's on the side of him. So backing around, I want to get that spider next.
Okay.
Because
Good
I'm
deal,
still
good
within 5 feet, I can still disadvantage to help him.
You moved out of the melee range of the other spider there, right?
Yeah.
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 Get a chance.
Natural one, you're fine.
Yay, I'll take it.
Nimble as you leap away to go to your friend's aid.
Because I'm so short, it can't hit me. Ha
Alright, Silyax, what are you doing? You are restrained in the webbing, prone on the ground of the floor from where you have fallen.
Right. So give me the rundown on exactly like options. So restrained, I can't move. Can I attack when I'm restrained?
I don't believe so.
Can I stand
Let-
up?
No, you can use your action to make an attempt to break out of the restraint.
This is just spider webbing, right? There's nothing like weird about this webbing besides the fact that it's, you know, from the butt rope of big spiders.
Yeah, no, it is pretty typical spider webbing.
Cool. Well, you know, given that I understand that spider webbing goes away when fire is introduced.
It is, yes, you would be very aware that it is quite flammable. Yes.
I believe you can attack when restrained. I just looked up. It's your speed is 0 and can't benefit from bonus to speed. Attack rolls against it have advantage.
And your
has
attack rolls have
disadvantage.
disadvantage. So yes, you can attack, you'll just be at disadvantage.
Instead,
And then you have disadvantage on dex saves also. Thank you, Quaesitor. You were Googling faster than I was.
I'm just gonna spit fire at the spider in front of me. And just sort of burn everything up as I go.
Oh, it was a rat game.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, just sort of.
Hey, did you guys know you have a dragon? I think that's the second time this entire campaign you've done it. And the
No.
first time you literally burned our bridge.
No, this is easily probably the third or fourth time.
He used one for intimidation.
That's right. I wasn't there, but yes, you're right.
And then I burned
And
a
one to destroy our pathway.
Yeah.
Burned a bunch of vines on the ground, didn't you?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I need a dexterity saving throw from one of the spiders.
Okay. That is going to be a 9.
Oh, that failed. Oh. That's not great. That's 11 points of fire damage to him.
Is okay.
Burn.
Let's go and burn it.
And as the fire breath is expelled from your lungs,
Oh, that can't be good.
the web around you catches fire. The stuff you're wrapped in.
Yeah.
I know you're resistant to fire, but you're not immune to it, are you?
No, I'm aware. I'll probably take a little bit of damage as it burns off me.
A little bit. That was 11 points, is that right?
Let's strength check and bring.
So reduce to 5.
See, here's the thing. This webbing is exceptionally flammable. It burns fast and it burns hot. It is vulnerable to fire from what you can see. So that's actually doubled and then halved again because of your resistance, so it's the full 11.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So
Hey.
is this like gasoline infused? What?
Hey, but I didn't have to waste an action to do this. Alright,
That's right.
so I'm no longer
I wasted
restrained.
action when you can
I'm not
waste
trying to assault the game. I'm just like,
I burned thing, and now I'm going to use half my movement and stand up.
Okay.
That's funny.
Oh, darling, stand by me.
Ah, dang it, that's an action. That's
'Cause he's
not a
standing
bonus
by me.
action. There you go.
There's a reason I'm not the bard, alright?
Okay. That'll be it.
Okay. Back to the top of the order. Val.
Oh, yeah. What the heck?
I breathed on this one.
Cast
One
giant
more.
cup.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking towards.
I was just thinking that right now I'm
But
kind of
also
in between
cover my
you and
body.
in between you and flanking at the moment. You know what? Screw it. Let's do this. I'm going to move right here. So I'm not leaving anybody's melee range.
Okay.
And I'm going to slice it with a scimitar.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. That is 8 plus 9. 17.
17. That hits.
Hoorah! That is 10 points of slashing. That is 4 points of necrotic. And just because I have a feeling that didn't finish it off.
It didn't, but it was a good solid strike.
Yeah, and we're going to dump a channel divinity into it. That is an additional 23 points of necrotic.
Nope.
I would be so pissed. Literally will hang up on Lauren right now.
Never kick the DM out of the room.
So Val, this spider literally liquefies in front of you.
Woo!
Putrefying, nauseous gases
As
erupt
all
from its
spiders
form.
should.
And it melts from the inside out.
Why me? What did I ever do to you?
You exist. This is a little Jay coming out of the spider Val right here.
Val have arachnophobia?
No, he does not. But Jay is.
I just heard James Potter talking about Snape, saying it's more the fact that he exists, really.
All right,
Yeah, and that's all I got.
Halberd.
Care, homie?
Yeah, I'm gonna strike the one immediately in front of me
Okay. Is this the one that's over on the side or the one that's still on the veneer?
on the veneer.
Okay, good deal.
Natural 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Maybe 4 plus 6, 10 points of damage.
How much?
10.
Okay, very nice.
You can do it again.
Go for it.
It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
That's max damage, so that's 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Use the bonus action offhand. You're dual wielding short swords.
Yeah.
Or you're holding on that rope.
I want to know how this thing looks.
It's looking pretty rough. You've done some good damage to it.
Bonus action, Night Bane.
Okay, where?
Right behind me.
Okay. So reaching over your shoulder and going to use the reach with its pseudopods to make the range attack.
Multi-attack, yep. On that one.
Alright, first attack.
That's going to be...
You ever get so pissed off the
18.
spiders you summon a displacer beast? Yeah, he
18
does.
to hit.
Oh my goodness.
What to hit?
I understand.
18.
Yep, that does it.
I understand that, Dylan.
I ain't looking good. So,
Yeah, you are.
it's going to be 12 points.
Have you done
12 points. Nightbane's pseudopod reaches over your shoulder and crushes down on the spider, sending cracks through the veneer as it starts to shatter. Solyax, you get pieces of stone dropped down on you from above, and a spider corpse just comes crushing down through as another spider is down. You can see overhead the opening to the pit is widened. There's a little bit more light down there now. You can see that it's about 10 foot across the opening, almost perfectly circular as it goes down. So the entirety of the veneer has been crushed because Nightbane just whacked down, but you have a little bit better idea.
And then he's going to use the second one of his multi-attacks on the other spider.
All right, go for it. The one that made it over towards the side wall.
Yep, that's
I don't think this spider is gonna last long.
Maybe. That's not super great. I think that's a 14 to hit.
14 does miss.
Well,
Don't even worry about it.
because it attacked me
Oh,
next.
that's right.
In fact, it is the spider's turn. The one up on top is going to make another strike at Halberd, who it had sort of targeted previously. It's going to try and nom nom get some dinner. That is going with the bite attack. That's a natural 1. With the leg attack, that's 21.
That hit.
Disadvantage!
Well, Doran, you saved him from a natural 20. But that is still a 21 to hit. Not that I would have had advantage anyway, but no, still the 21.
Man, that would have been the time to do the thing. Oh, whatever.
Sorry.
That's good.
I should have did the rune where he gets extra AC.
Live and learn. You'll learn the
And then-
abilities. You'll get better at it too.
I always forget I have that thing, and then I never use it because I saw it.
That's okay. The bite attack missed, so this is just the leg slam. That is only going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Down in the cavern below, they did not like the fire and the flames. They're not huge fans of that, so they're going to go for Val.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're scary to them now, Solyax. That was not pleasant.
Rude.
First one is the one that was slightly scorched, is going to can they shift enough to get into the position where they are actually flanking Val? Are they? I can't see.
Yeah, that's where they're at.
Okay.
They want better dog.
Because he's.
Alright. So with advantage, that is going to be 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is 12 points of piercing damage. Make a con save, please.
What for?
Roll good.
You said con save?
Yes.
That would be a modified 20.
That is a success. Take 4 points of poison damage. Leg slam from the same one. At advantage. That is going to be 18 to hit.
What to hit? Sorry.
18.
That misses.
Alright. Second spider, bite attack. 20. Modified 20.
Yeah, that hits.
That's another 12 points piercing damage. Con save, please.
+4.
$22.
Success. 4 points of poison damage. And then the leg slam at advantage. Oh, come on. That was so close. 17.
Yeah, that misses.
It was on the 20 and then it rolled. It was so close.
Your dice like me.
Apparently. So that is the spider's turn. Doran.
We're going to pay for that.
I will squish a bug. And this time, try not to take my turn so long.
More of an arachnid, but you know.
Basically.
Well, it bugs Jay, so. That's 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's doo-doo, so I'm going to use my Savage Attacker to re-roll that.
By all means.
Hey, that's fairly better. So the lightning is 4, 2 2s. And then the
Okay.
I'll use slashing again, and that is 13.
Nice. Spider's starting to look a little rough.
Fantastic. I will attack again, because that is what I am wont to do. That's 24.
Hits.
Yay. Oh, that's pretty, well, that's not so great, but that's okay. We're gonna deal with that right there. Savage attack. I already used savage.
You already
attack.
used it on this turn.
Yeah, it counts for a turn. Okay. I
my brain was questioning like per attack, but that's wrong.
I
Lightning
think it's per turn.
It is, or else you get advantage on attack die. If that's dumb. That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome, but it'd be probably pretty broken, huh?
Very broke.
So the lightning is 11 this time.
Nice.
You know, so freedom, 11. Yay, all the jokes. And 7 slashing.
Nice. This is a skewered shish kebabs, slice and diced, cooked up spider meat, nice and rare for you.
Perfect.
Another spider down. So that is all 3 that made it up have been eliminated. And through the floor, where Nightbane's efforts did clear up that veneer and shatter that so you can see down, you can see... Yeah, you could probably see that your 2 buddies down there are being harassed by 2 more spiders.
Okay. Can I give the rope to the very big and heavy and strong kitty? Can I do this?
Yeah.
I do this, and then I want to jump off the top rope, wrestler style, and land on a bug.
Okay.
I love this.
Make an athletics check. No, make this acrobatics. Make this acrobatics.
I'm pretty good at both of those.
If you smell what the dwarf is cooking.
So that's 22.
22. You land on the spider.
Yes.
While you do.
Does the spider unappreciate that?
Oh, it is very unpleasant. Doran, the spider takes 8 points of falling dwarf damage. You go ahead and take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from falling on the spider.
Things.
Is this the one that had been slightly singed earlier, or okay?
The unburnt.
Good deal.
This is spider the unburnt.
Am I technically on top of the spider, or am I moved off like that?
You landed on top of it. That is the end of your turn. So you sort of land and then roll off to the side.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure as far as maps go. Because I wanted it.
All right, that's the end of Doran's turn. Right? Anything else, Doran?
No.
Action.
Well, I mean, I guess I could action surge and hit a bug.
You could if you wanted. What are you doing?
I'll do that. I'll action surge.
All right.
And I'll hit the one that I'm next to.
Okay.
23.
Hits.
I was hoping. And can I say it? Well, no, I didn't say it, so I'm one-handing it still. Oh my goodness, excuse me. That's 11. Once again, we'll go for slashies. And 9 lightning.
Nice. It is. You saw the sparks light up through the exoskeleton. It is still standing, but only barely.
Then I will hit it with my last attack. Hey, 25.
Yeah, that hits.
I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with that.
Is this also slashy?
Sure, just because. Why not? Let's make it as violent as possible. 8 lightning and 8 slashing.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. This is a crispy fried Spidey.
Nice.
In multiple pieces. Back to the top of the order.
Oh, can I go?
No, you were right, Siljax. I am sorry. I was about to skip that over you. Go ahead, buddy. What's up?
I'm going to hit a spider. That's what's up.
By all means. This is the singed one, the one that has already tasted your fury.
Well, the first one's a 1.
Oh.
That's 2 ones today.
I'm sorry, buddy.
2 ones, I think, actually. So attack number 2 That's better. It's 26.
That hits.
Does this happen to be a dragon?
No, unfortunately not.
A dragon.
Ew, a dragon spider. How awful would that be?
Oh, it'd be
that's
delightful. I kind of want to do that now.
As Lauren starts writing some notes.
Out of desperation, I'm going to put a second level
Crushing
light
your
in this
head.
thing.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, trash. Wow, that's terrible. Oh man, that's terrible. Okay, 13 slashing. But, wow, that's so bad. 7 radiant damage.
Aww.
That sucked.
Celiax, that's still enough. How do you want to kill this thing? It's yours.
I'm gonna split in half.
Alright, you take the sword. It lights up with holy radiant energy as you sink your divine smite into it. You slice it straight through the middle, bisecting it from one end to the other.
Yay.
Yay! That is the last of the spiders.
Ooh, well then. I don't have a bard, so I guess Thor's multi-classing in the bard.
Garrett wants to cast magics.
Might I suggest
I'm fine with casting.
and I would even suggest taking a rest down here. We can get back out because I have a rope that lets us climb. I do feel like we are in need. I know for me, a quick reprieve would be very nice. Albert, do you want to come down here or just rest up there?
I think I'm gonna sit down up here and just take a breather real fast.
Oh,
Okay.
yell if you see anything. All
We
right,
were joking about Quaesitor screaming.
Lauren, I am going to get the rope out and have it like attach itself to something up there.
What?
I don't. Is there anything?
It was smooth walls, a clearly straight tunnel.
That's why I gave the rope to Nightbane, because he's heavier than me.
So yeah, I'll have Nightbane leap across and then we'll anchor to him.
We'll see.
I'm gonna go ahead and climb out of the hole so that way I can be on watch since I'm not really hurt.
Well, we kind of want you on the other side though.
I would encourage you to take a rest so you get your super duper swing several times back.
I will do that because that's smarter than what I suggested.
So yeah, I'm definitely taking a short rest, and then we'll see about getting Nightbane across the hole.
Check what I get back from short
All right.
rest.
Y'all go ahead and take your short rest. We're going to have one brief scene with Quaesitor, and then we will call it the end of today's session. Quaesitor, you finished your lunch. It's hearty food, simple fare but well made, and you eat in a cafeteria-like area where there are carved wooden benches and beautifully worked tables, and it is warm and homey, and there are a number of different people passing through on various tasks, going about their day-to-day life. It seems like this communal area is sort of a cafeteria style where people can come in, they get their food, they sit and eat, they drop their dishes off, and then they head back out to do whatever they were doing. As you're finishing your food, an individual, this half-orc man, sort of jogs over, sticks his head through, raises his voice slightly, and the Underlord says, "We've got company. Be careful as you're heading out." And then he heads back out. And that is where we will go ahead and finish the session for today.
Are we the villains? Find out next time.
You're the villain in our history.
Jonathan, you look like you'd been maybe wanting to say something.
I'll ask next week.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! Why?
Because it's fun.
fun.
Hey,
So if y'all are using your hit die, go ahead and use your hit die, mark that off, and we will pick up at the end of y'all's short rests. However, you're gonna get across the little pit trap there.
hey, life. Why did it have to be spiders?
Those spiders hurt a lot.
Why does every high fantasy world have to have giant spiders?
Those spiders hurt a lot.
They did.
They're dead now.
That doesn't make me feel good about our chances of getting through.
I mean,
I
yeah.
am full up on everything, guys.
Yeah, Quaesitor's set.
Alright.
I mean, he's got good food. He's chilling there by the fire. He got company.
Yeah, he does.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on our adventure today. We hope that you had fun, that you come back next week. Check us out on our social media platforms. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, where we are the Keep RPG across the board.
Woo!
We have our VODs we release on Fridays on YouTube. So if you're on Twitch, you should check out those VODs. If you are watching this VOD on YouTube, check us out on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time to catch us live. Sort of. Anyway, we hope to catch you next time. Thank you for coming with us. Take care of yourselves. Wear a mask, wash your hands, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.